Hello and welcome to another Magic the Gathering draft video. It's Al here with you, and this is how to draft MTG. Coming at you from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, where I am traveling for work here. So I've been having some trouble in this format, I would say. I think I've seen a lot of accounts online of folks having similar issues. So I've just been reflecting on my my sort of drafts and how they've gone, and I think what I need to do going forward is really hone in, really focus on building sort of tighter, more streamlined decks. I think I've gotten into the habit a little bit of being a little bit loosey-goosey with my curve, willing to play a lot of top end, playing some spacecrafts and stuff like that, trying to win big, which obviously feels great when it goes right, but I've run into the problem a lot where my decks have sort of gotten mana screwed a lot, or flooded, or I've got like three drops and a 4-drop in my opening hand, and then I'm on the draw and I don't draw 2 and I get run over, or I've got a couple 4-drops and a 3-drop in my opener. I'm on the play and I just never hit land 4, and obviously there's some variance to that, but I think there's also a good amount of deck building and sort of a mindset that needs to go into a format like this where there's not a lot of built-in sort of smoothing, if you will, for your games in terms of mana, card draw, stuff like that. So, as you can see, my fancy presentation I've made for you here. These are the things I want to focus on. So curve, making sure that we have enough early plays, 1-drops and 2-drops, not just any 1-drops and 2-drops, but hopefully the good ones. They're quite hard to come by in this format. Impactful 1 and 2 mana cards are some of the highest rated commons and uncommons, and are they go quick in the draft. So really prioritizing these over sort of some of the tastier looking, bombier looking stuff, I think is an adjustment that I need to make. Stats. What you're getting for the mana that you're paying. Obviously, something like a 3-mana 2/2 is not good enough in this format. Even, something like Starbreach Whale, 5-mana 3/5 is not good enough. So making sure that while we are paying attention to the curve, that we are drafting cards that have good stats for their mana cost. Because, as I've sort of said before in this format, I think it is a get ahead, stay ahead format most of the time, unless you have like a really good sweeper or something that can pull you back from being way far behind. I think you want to have bigger things than your opponent, faster than them, and pressure their life total as much as you can. So we want to make sure that our cards can hang in combat. Card draw. Kind of self-explanatory, but there's not much of it in the set, right? You've got like Cryogen Relic in blue that could draw 2 cards sort of slowly. You've got the Scan Ship that can draw 2 and discard. You've got the Hound that can kind of let you sleight of hand or whatever off the top. Not a lot of card draw in the set, and I guess similar to card draw is like kind of the inverse of card draw would be something like Virus Beetle, where it's like you're not drawing a card, but you're denying your opponent a card as you're putting a game piece onto the battlefield. So that's kind of a similar thing because it's moving the pendulum in the other direction, but sort of ways to get card advantage. I guess that's the very definition of card advantage, isn't it? The most classic limited concept. So we're going to be looking to make that a priority as well. Then I'm looking at top end. Yes, we probably want like a 7-drop or a 6-drop or whatever, but I don't think you need more than 2 or 3, especially if your deck is tightly constructed and you have ways to generate card advantage. Because what's been happening to me a lot lately is I finally get to my 7, I'm like, okay, this is going to be it. I'm going to stabilize and kill them in a couple of turns, and then they just kill the thing I played, and I've got nothing left to do. And I was already a little bit behind, and that's the game right there. So top end matters, but I don't think it is super important. And, this kind of just goes for any limited format, really. And then flood protection is the last sort of thing here. So there are a lot of cards that let you spend your mana just to get an effect, like Biomech Engineer lets you spend 8 mana, draw 2 cards, and make it 2. That's one of the best ones. But I mean, even something like Zookeeper lets you pay 7 mana to pump up something, or like an equipment, even something gives you like a good equipment, not a bad one, but like, one that gives flying, or the Hilder Blade that gives +3/+1, like something that lets you convert your mana if you do run out of things to do into an impactful thing on the board is another thing to keep in mind, because I have had a lot of games recently where I'm just out of cards. I draw land, and then, that's the game right there. So, anyways, that is my sort of mindset going into this draft. And now, whoops, it's amateur hour over here. Now we're going to get into that draft. As always, thanks for watching. If you like what we're doing here, subscribe, like, goes a long way. And excited to play some Magic on YouTube here. Let's do it. So, right on. Some nice ones here. So we got Requiem Monolith. This is a source of card advantage. An interesting card here. So you ping your own creature, then you draw a card, and you lose a life. And you can also hit their creatures and make it difficult for them to block you. You can also attack with the creature that you pinged, and if they block it, you draw like a pile of cards. This is kind of interesting. I'm interested in starting there. Tractor Beam is a solid removal spell in what I think is ultimately the best color in the format, which is blue. Mono with Circuit Feeder is another really strong card here. I think it is between those three. There is a Selfcraft Mechan in the pack. The only thing I don't like about Requiem Monolith is it does not affect the board. It doesn't have any stats. Maybe I'm supposed to start with... Maybe I'm just supposed to start with the Beam. I think that actually leaves us sort of open to the most... it's interesting I didn't put Interaction on my list there. I don't know. What does that tell? Is that just an oversight by me, or does that tell us that... that maybe Interaction is a little less important in this format? I think it is still important, though, for sure. But it would seem that Interaction has fallen a little bit in favor of some of these like really important 2-mana creatures. So we got a couple of those here. We've got Oreplate, Pangolin, Mech and Shieldmate. I don't think it's in that category. Oreplate's like just about there, but not super exciting. I think my favorite card in this pack is Felgrab Ship. I like the spacecrafts that come down early because they can enable some of the tap synergy stuff for you as well, and this one gives value. Lifelink and Flying in the Air is pretty nice as well. You have some time to get it online. I've liked Pinnacle Kill Ship less and less as the format's gone on. I think you just need to get going on the board as quickly as possible. So anyway, this is where we are. Scoutlander's very good. There's a Grav Kill for some interaction, and that's about it. I mean, look at the 2-drops that are available to us. Just like 2 mana 2/2 Death Touch, 2 mana with Defender. Like there's really not much going on in the 2-drop slot. So when you see a good one, you gotta pounce on it. Especially in best of one, like your opening hand like has to look like it can win a game of Magic, and I feel like a lot of my openers lately have not felt that way. Okay, we're gonna take Scoutlander here. I just think it's the best card in the pack, and then we can kind of like do whatever. We can splash this Grav Ship or not play it or whatever. End up green-blue, that's fine. Black-green's not really a great place to go, but could end up there. Okay, 2 drops. Dockworker Drone is, I think I would consider it to be premium in the 2-drop category, but again, it's not a big win rate card. It's just it's sort of solid as far as win rates go, but if you're in white, I think you do really need it. I've had a horrible experience playing white, I will say that. White has not jived for me at all. I think I'm just going to take Wayfarer here. We just took Scoutlander. Wayfarer works. It's early. It's not a 2-drop, but it's an early play. Not much else to talk about in this pack. Pretty weak. Wayfarer, I think, the best by a lot there. So we're going to take it. Okay. Yeah. Alpha Rail kind of goes against the last 2 picks we just made. I think Seed Shift Impact is a nice. It's potentially an early play, and it can. There are some 2-drops it kills, and then you get a lander, and of course it kills the big things as well, which is nice. There's Hull Carver. There's Survey Mechan. I've seen this go off once, and it was good. It won the game, but again, you have to get there, and I think in order to get there, we're going to take this interaction spell. And, yeah, we're going to take this interaction spell. I like Desculpting Blast quite a bit. Ooh, Mana Confluence. This is probably worth... oh, this is what our actual planet looks like right now. Look at that. This is... yeah, this is probably pretty good, actually. Well, I don't know. Paying 1 life every turn is actually probably pretty painful. Okay, anyway, we're going to take Desculpting Blast. There's a Biosynthetic Burst. A couple Lost in Space gone by. We might wheel one of those. Other cards are not very exciting. Okay, so here's an interesting one here. So Cryo Shatter I've had good experiences with. It has its spots where it's awkward, but I think for 1 mana, like it's a good curve play. But then there's Cerebral Download, which is like was not great in the data early on, but man, like it's been cast against me the last few times. It's absolutely been the difference maker in the game. That card draw, which we don't have any yet. I think I'm gonna pick it up here. I'm gonna go against my gut a little bit, and that's something I experiment too with when I'm not having great results. I'll just sort of say, all right, well, I feel like this is close, and I would lean this way. What if I lean the other way? You know, just to try it out. Orbital Plunge, another removal that's nice. We're not in red, so probably just Lost in Space, which I think is totally solid. I like our blue. I think our card quality of our blue is actually quite high. Then we pick up a Self-Craft Mechan on the wheel. I don't know if I mentioned this in pack 1, but this was something that I looked at and thought maybe this will come back around, and that did. Easy for me to say this now, but it did impact my my Tractor Beam. So again, you can see our curve here. We already have 3 4-drops, and we have no 2-drop creatures. So this is the problem that comes up in this format. Yeah, I guess Grab Pack Mono is really good. I could see us not playing green, so I'm going to take it instead of the Kill Ship, I think. Kill Ship was so good for me in the first couple days, and it just hasn't been there. Okay, we'll take a 2 here. Not a good one, but you know. And we'll take another 2. It's possible we play white. It's unlikely, but it's possible. I don't like really any of our early drops here, but okay. Pack 2. So yeah, after pack 1, deck's pretty unexciting. We've got removal, we got a little bit of card draw, we've got not much in the way of actual things to progress a game plan though, so we need to work on that. So Gene Pollinator is a good early play that can help you cast your late game stuff, helps you fix, enables tap synergies. It's good. It'll help us splash Grav Ship. Probably wouldn't splash Monoist. Lash with Predator's pretty good. Self-Craft Mechan is good, but we don't need to take that here. It'll probably wheel. And again, Predator's good, but it's expensive. I think I need to make my curves a little bit lower than I have been, so I'll take the Pollinator here. Here is a Dawn. I have no idea how good this is. So theoretically, this kills something the turn it comes down. Making it... Oh, but you have to station it to 10? Okay, no. Oh, no. We're not doing that. Okay, Cryogen Relic, Terrabotanist. I don't think Specimen Freighter is in the conversation for us here. Man, that's tough. Terrabotanist is really good blocker. Gains you some life. I think I'm not 100%. I think if we take this, we're locking to green. If we take Cryogen Relic, we're still a little bit open. We've got the Mechan already. I'm going to take the Relic here. I think it's close. I think it's very close. Again, that might have been just me leaning one way instead of the other. Okay, Wayfarer is an obvious pickup here. Loading Zone I don't think is playable. This card is cool, but no. Yeah, it's an easy Wayfarer. There's a Blooming Stingers could come back around. I don't love it as a 2-drop, but take what you can get. Ooh, this is a pack. Holy moly. So we got Biotech Specialist. This is a great 2-drop. We're not in red. So I think we're supposed to take Codecracker Hound here. So we are in blue. I think Biotech on the splash is not that good. I think this is a card you want to have come down early for you. Gene Pollinator would be another nice pickup. But yeah, Codecracker Hound is kind of everything you want. It's card advantage. It's an early play. It's kind of all those things. Okay, cool. Weft Walking is an interesting card. I had this in a deck, and I got to play it once, and I almost won because of it. And I would have certainly lost if I didn't play it, but this is maybe the poster child for, like, I played it and I almost won, you know? I have lost to it as well, though. Drawing 7 is huge. I think I'll take it. I think our deck doesn't really have much oomph right now, and I'm interested. Man, these Mech and Shield mates need to go away. We gotta shore up this early game, and there's just nothing in this pack for us. There's a Prospector. If we end up moving off of green, which could happen, I don't think we need another 3-drop, which is why I'm not looking at the Thawbringer here. So, okay, Gigastorm Titan, solid card. Again, not an early play, but I guess if we really wanted to take a small card, we would take Hull Carver here. We've got the Mechan. I think this Titan's a good amount better, though. Yeah, pretty rough. This is a lot, and this is what I mean. This is how a lot of the drafts have been feeling. It's like, man, there's just nothing good in these packs. I don't know. Orbital Plunge on the splash? Yeah. All right. If we end up green, I could see rocking it. Okay, Ilvoy Operative, or see the Mechan did wheel. We're so starved for 2-drops. I think we got to take the Operative here. Self-Craft Mechan. We've got double Wayfarer. We've got. We do have ways to make stuff. We've got a Relic. I think we're gonna see a Mechan in the next pack. I think we just need a 2. Another Dock Worker. I'll take a Curiosity. Not an exciting card, but. And the second Siege Ship Impact. I don't know if 2 of these is a good idea. Dragon. I don't think we're playing the Dragon, but yeah, that's fine. All right, so pretty unexciting looking deck here. Okay, Virus Beetle. Yeah. Graph Blade, Lost in Space. I think are the 3 cards we're looking at here. Excuse me. Boy, it's tough. I mean, Graph Blade at least, like, we could sacrifice it to Mechan, but doesn't give us any value. I think I'm gonna take Beetle here. I just haven't seen Graph Blade do much. I mean, it's cool, I guess, with Mechan, you can put a counter on it. That's kind of interesting. Ooh. Oh boy. Okay, so we've got the Engineer and the Gene Morph Imago. We have a lot of ways to make landers already, so I think I'm going to take the Imago. And this kind of just... So now I wish I'd taken the... I don't wish I'd taken the 1/1 flower, because I don't even know if it makes our deck, but this puts us firmly into blue-green if we weren't there kind of already. This is a card that has been going up for me. Mechanizoa. It doesn't have good stats, but man, like every time it's played against me, I don't know. Maybe it's just a frustrating card to play against, and it's not actually good, but it's been good against me. I don't know. All right, Close Encounter, Tractor Beam. Close Encounter's underperformed a little bit for me. This does not always hit the mark, so I think I'm going to take Tractor Beam here, and we're looking for the 3-mana 3/2 Nanoform Sentinel, like an untap stuff. Maybe we'll wheel this Companion, this Burst. Tractor Beam it is. Okay. Not much here for us. So I think we are interested in splashing Grav Ship for sure. I don't think we're going to splash these red cards. We're not going to play these. All Fate Scroll? Banishing Light. I don't know. I think I'm going to take Sammy's Curiosity. I'm going to... Ooh, yeah, okay. If we get another Self-Craft Mechan, this will be nice to have. Okay, Nanoform Sentinel with double Tractor Beam is good. It's also good with Gene Pollinator. We don't have any spacecraft for it to help crew. There's also Mechan Assembler, which is good with all of our lander stuff. But I think, yeah, I'll take the Sentinel here. That's close. That feels close. Ooh. Okay, Specimen Freighter is now, I think, something we want, because our curve's starting to look a little better. It's still rough. Like, some of these early plays are really bad, but our curve's starting to look a little bit better, and we could use a little bit of top end here. We need something to tap our creatures with, so let's grab that. Okay, Bloom and Stinger is good. And yeah, I mean, that can replace a Shieldmate for us. Ilvoy Operative is the only playable card here. Can replace another Shieldmate. Okay. Still not very good, but Graveblade came back. So what does that get rid of? Anything? So we still need to cut a couple cards here. Probably cutting this mono is for sure. Graveblade might make the deck. Oh, sorry, we do have Larval Scoutlander as a spacecraft. I was missing that earlier. Torpedo or Fate Maker. These are all pretty bad. I'm going to take Fate Maker, but I don't think it's going to get there. Ooh. Late Kill Ship. Yeah. I think it makes the deck. Okay. Well, interesting draft. I'm not saying that I'm excited about the deck, because I'm not really, but let's see what this looks like. So we need to cut 3. All right. The feeling is that these curiosities are cuttable. This Weft Walking might actually be cuttable. We've got Cerebral Download. We've got ways to draw cards that don't involve giving our opponent a ton of free mana, and it's cost 6. So I mean that's 3 cuts just right there. I guess let's just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 early plays. It's good. They're all decent. These operatives are not very exciting, but I'm hoping that you'll see what I mean when we get into the games, that like your hands become more keepable when you have random 2s in them. Maybe I'm off base on that, but just a lot of openers I've had lately where it's just like, man, if I had a 2-drop, I could keep this, and instead I got a mulligan, and it sends you down a dark path, you know? Okay, so what are these curiosities doing for us? Making a lander. I mean, we're already making landers with Wayfarer. We've got, they're good. It's good with Larval Scout Lander, I will say that. Other than that, I mean, we've only got the one mechan that cares about sacrificing them. We've already got Gene Pollinator. I think the curiosities can go. And the Weft Walking. So what would I cut if not this? Kill ship, maybe? We've got 3 spacecraft. Creature count's a bit low. Creature count is a little bit low. Okay, let's cut kill ship and just see how that feels. We're pretty heavily slanted on blue here for mana, so let's see. We do have a green 1-drop, or 2 drops. Let's see. Sort by creature here. 2 drops are kind of an even split. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. A little bit favored in blue for sure. And then we're kind of like split early in the game, and then later in the game we have double blue requirements, but we'll have hopefully found some landers by then. So I think at least 8 forests is correct, if not 9. This is the other problem with splashing too, is that like this swamp is like really cut. There'll be hands where you pay the price for including the swamp and the grab ship. Like maybe we're supposed to just cut this. I'm actually, now that I'm looking at this mana base, I'm actually kind of thinking that we do cut it. And that way we can play play one more island, I guess. And then we need to, bring something back. I think that's okay. Cut the grab ship. It gives us a little bit of late game, but we're not really lacking in that department. Maybe we just play like even this Fate Maker or just something like on curve to keep pressing. We're a little light on creatures. 4 mana 4/3 trample's pretty bad though. It's got warp as well though. It's good with the Ilvoy operatives. Can't believe I'm talking myself into this. But I think it's right. I don't know. Let's try it. See for round 1. All right, opponent goes first. I mean, got a 1 and a 2. Yeah, our hand's a little bit awkward here. Could get flooded out pretty easily, so we'll see. We'll have to draw something that can generate a little card advantage for us here. So far, we're drawing some lands. It's all right. Getting for 1. So we can steal something of theirs this turn if we want. Create a lander. Okay, that makes their stuff bigger. Okay, that's all right. Yeah, but wish we had an actual play this turn. But onward we go here. Opponent's mono green so far. Green white. All right. Okay. Sunstar Expansionist, followed by... That's it. Okay, interesting. Cerebral Download's a good card. So if we want to cast that, we can't attack with Blooming Stinger this turn, which is alright. Feels like they've got the 2 mana +1/+1 counter indestructible thing, so let's pass the turn. So they didn't have that trick. There's no reason for them to not crack their lander and then get this, because that would come in with additional. Yeah, it would come in with two counters on it. So, assuming they've got the Biosynthetic Burst is the name of it. So they could have Melt Strider's Resolve here. This kind of feels like they're thinking about targeting this with something. Okay, 4/4, 6 mana. Did I miss a land drop? Or did they get two? I don't know. Or we're in the draw here, maybe. Okay, Drix Fate Maker. Gonna buff itself. Our little Death Toucher is kind of doing work here. All right, let's go. Draw some cards. Tractor Beam number 2. I think that'll do something for us. Specimen Freighter's really good here, with the exception of the fact that we can't do any crewing or stationing this turn. I guess it's not that good. Sets them back a little bit, but they can just redeploy these things. So next turn, yeah, no, we're gonna be able to crew it for a bit. So do we just get on board with our Codecracker Hound instead? Hold up the blast to bounce their thing. Have a blocker back. I think I like that a little bit better. All right. Yeah. Nothing I can do about that. You cannot interrupt that by bouncing a thing, I don't think. Chosen creature or card. Engineering. That's a good card. It's really good with this, actually. Okay. Yeah, can't do anything about that. So they get a 3/3 now from their engineering every time they play a land. That's pretty sick. Okay, who's attacking? Both of these. Well, whatever I do, they can just warp. But then we're going to bounce 2 things. So let's get this out of here. Take 4. They can warp that for another counter. Okay. Ooh. Gene Morph. We'll play that next turn for the immediate benefit. Okay. Get out of here. Alright, so let's think about this. Whenever land control enters, so we're going to have 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to be able to play this and crack a lander. So we can make 2 things into 6/6s. They're going to have blockers. So it's not like we get to just kill them out of nowhere. But we're going to be able to crew this with 1 creature if we can get 3 counters on it. This is attacking them for 6. I guess we've got Tractor Beam as well. But assuming they hit a land drop and we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, we could, but we need another blue source to play double Tractor Beam, and we need to have these things. So yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Okay, so let's get this up to 3. Just trying to see if we can like win the game next turn, but I don't think it's possible. Get this up to 3. Next turn we play Gene Morph, play a land. This becomes a 6/6. Play this guy, crack a lander. Something else becomes a 6/6. We crew this. No, so I'm not going to play my land yet. I'm going to do this first. Then sequencing, so key. Okay. Sweet. Oops. So, I mean, if they've got the exile everything spell, then we're kind of cooked, but otherwise I think we're okay. Greenhouse. So, yeah, I mean, I think in this game we were able to keep pace and draw more cards than them, and ultimately, yeah, get there. So, I don't know if that proves me right or not, but we won the game, so that's exciting. And we are back. We go first. We do not have a 2-drop. This is what I'm talking about. Very, very awkward. But we're gonna rock it anyways. Because mulliganing is pretty bad. And I mean, we're on the play, so like we're gonna at least have a 3. But yeah, this is super awkward because even if we draw a 2, then it's like how are we hitting our land drops from there? So yeah, this is the awkwardness of this format, and decks that don't have enough good early plays. I think we're actually are okay on curve. I think I did do a decent job of focusing on that, but okay. So opponent's got red, black up. Doesn't seem like this is gonna live. This just lands right away. I mean, this feels like they don't have anything, so. Yeah, okay. So we're certainly getting lucky here. Our opponent not having a play. Okay, 4 mana. Now this is dead. They get a lander. So we're playing, I guess, just Cerebral Download this turn. And then, like, are we playing Weft Walking? I don't know. It doesn't seem like the right spot for Weft Walking. So this would be a Pinnacle kill ship, so we can kind of keep that in mind. Nothing. Wow. I don't know what we're in for here, but we're going to draw 3. Yeah, those are good cards. Let's try to get in there. They just have like Mutinous, whatever. Massacre. We'll have a mix of odd and even stuff, so. Stinger. Titan. Now we're in a good spot to play Weft Walking because we actually have a board presence. But it's still dangerous. Still feels dangerous. Maybe we like to live dangerously. Okay, they were missing a color. That would explain a lot. They're just scooping it up. Okay, weird game. Obviously, unfortunate draw for our opponent. So we'll take that and move forward. And we're back. All right. Opponent goes first. Yeah, hand's okay. I would prefer this relic to be a creature, but at least it's something to do. On 2, we got Codecracker Hound on 3. And we'll see, depending on how our opponent starts, we may feel like we can warp it for value, but if they play a creature we can trade with here, we'll just like that one. Yeah, I think we'll just lay it down. Although we got the relic to stun the Sentinel. Following turn, I mean, we would like to like play the Hound again on the following turn. I think we'll just play it to the board here. Try not to take too much damage. That being said, this does feel like a card advantage matchup here, given our opponent is blue-black. So I will take nice start for them. Yeah, I'll take the download here. Oh gosh. Here we go. Alright, untap a land. Boy. Yes, it's going to be tough. We're way behind on board. Lost in Space does something. But we're still going to be taking a pile of damage here. Yeah, Scoutlander's terrible in this spot. Yeesh. So I guess we'll pass. With the idea being that we're going to put the Sentinel on top. And then maybe we can stun the Mechan and cast Scoutlander next turn. Just trying not to die. Oh, but they're going to get to untap it too. We can't even do that. Yeesh. Oh boy. I suppose there's an argument to... that's a pretty good draw. There's an argument to just putting this on top and then stunning the Nanoform Sentinel, but we didn't do that. Boy. We are in trouble. So we bounce Selfcraft Mechan. And are we going to crew this? 7+. I mean, we're not blocking, so yeah. 3/3 flyer isn't even good in this spot. Both these things have Enter's abilities, so bouncing them is pretty bad, but here we are. At least they don't have anything to sacrifice at the moment. Oh god. Well, I bounced the Hound's not the worst, actually. Okay, we're at 7 mana. It's pretty good. We can play these 2 cards and then stun. This isn't that bad of a turn, but I mean, they're going to be able to get this going pretty soon. So I guess we'll start by cracking the code here. Keep our blue available for our blue spells we want to cast. Well, Ilvoy Operator, because we've already cast a spell, we can't cast it and then cast a Grav Blade to make it bigger. So I guess we'll take Specimen Freighter. And again, we'll crew that. I guess I should have drawn a card first, actually. Okay, we'll stun you. Seed Ship Impact. That's pretty good. So that'll take care of their freighter. We don't need to do that right now, though, because they shouldn't be able to get 9 on it. You need another land even just to play these 2 creatures. So we'll play Grav Blade and Station, not crew. Nanoform. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe they will be able to get this going with Nanoform Sentinel. Oh, it certainly will now with the Zoa. All right. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about crap. Wasn't thinking about how this can untap stuff. That was silly. So yeah, we should have killed this instead. That might be. I mean, I don't think we're gonna win this game anyways, but that might have been the kicker anyway. Okay. Oh, we're not in like the worst shape of all. We're gonna kill their freighter. We're gonna play our own freighter, bounce both their things. Get another draw of their alpha rail, of course. And then we just have to think about trying to get some spacecraft to actually come online here. And I think if we this needs 7. So if we put 1 into it now, we can at least get Scoutlander online next turn. Freighter being 9 is miles away. So we have the board. They're ahead on cards. Way ahead on cards. And in fact, they have like another alpha rail enters trigger going. It's pretty gross. Mechan. Oh, that's an artifact land? That's cool. Really cool. Nice interaction there. Okay. Yeah, so here we are. Behind on board again. Left blocking doesn't do anything here. To be fair, though, kill ship wouldn't do much either. Be better, though, for sure. It would be better. Okay. We are hoping to draw. I'm not sure what. But we have. Well, we have an island in hand, so it doesn't matter how we tap. Sentinel and Death Touch guy are actually both pretty good here, and we can cast them both because the Sentinel can untap a land. So I'm actually into these. So let's do this. It's no way we're getting to 9 this turn, but we could get the Scoutlander going and get 3 on the freighter. This only needs 7, eh? So we'll do this. Oh, I thought it needed 8. And then we'll do that. Untap a forest. Play a stinger. And do we put 2 more into this? Or do we sort of sit back? Because, I mean, there's pretty good chance that they have some kind of removal spell or something. We're going to get this. We need another 6. We're probably going to get it next turn, but we still may not. Tough. I'm really on the fence here. So next turn, we would put 3 into it with Sentinel, and then say we could use, I'm assuming Stinger's dead. We could use Hound twice, but we'd have to block with it. We would theoretically be blocking with it this turn if our Stinger's dead, just to save some damage. All right, I think we'll pass. I think we need to block. We need to be able to block. I'm assuming the Stinger's going to die to something. Yeah. Pretty good. Weft walking. Not good. It hasn't been good. I think I'm going to switch it out. We've yet to come up with a spot where it's like a card that is good. Whereas like Pinnacle Killship would be okay like next turn. I think I'm supposed to block here. But then we have no real way to crew Specimen Freighter if we don't have Hound. Kind of like 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, because we crew the Specimen Freighter, they're just going to kill it somehow and win the game anyways. But I think our best chance is to try to get the Freighter online. Interesting. Alright, well, now Weft Walking's actually kind of good, I guess. I mean, they're just going to get to play this friggin' Mechanizoa for free, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Pop, 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 pop. Feels good to draw that many cards. Alright, we've got Imago. Imago can crew the Freighter immediately. But then we don't get to play Gene Pollinator after, which is kind of annoying. But that is really the only play I'm seeing here. Softcraft Mechan doesn't do much. But yeah, I mean, we've still got a uphill battle here. Discarding some lands. Playing a flyer. Okay. Alright, we're not out of it. So the most expensive card we have is Cerebral Download, but that doesn't affect the board, which is kind of what we need to do the most right now. Lost in Space could be played on their turn. We don't have any lands. We've got 10 mana. Nothing to sacrifice to Self-Craft Mechan. But we could do that with like a land or token. I guess we just play Cerebral Download. I think we're going to have enough mana to like flood the board with whatever we want. Yeah, I think this card's fine. I'd like to put some pressure on them if we can. Play a land. Make this bigger. Tractor Beam's good. Could put a +1/+1 counter on the Imago. It's 10-11. I don't think we want to do that though. So we want to steal. We need to make sure we have enough blockers. Maybe I wasn't supposed to attack there. We're 3. This leaves us with 6, 7 mana. Which we would play Galactic Wayfarer and hold up Lost in Space. Maybe I wasn't supposed to attack. I could have like maybe done this differently. Well, definitely could have done it differently, but okay, whatever. We'll play this. We only need 1 green. Take a Sentinel to hand. Put. I could untap Specimen Freighter with Sentinel. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to have 3 blockers and a removal spell. So we just kind of need them to draw a blank here. And I think that's good. Let's see if this does anything. You're going to scoop. Wow. What a game. All of a sudden I like Weft Walking. That won us that game. But also them playing... That's hilarious. Them playing that sweeper was very weird to me. Because they were ahead on board. And we didn't have a great way to station our spacecraft thing anyways. So I don't know. I mean, now I can't cut Weft Walking after that performance, but also, like, his hand's a little bit awkward. There's Weft Walking again. I mean, worst case, we can sacrifice this, try to hit land drop. I don't think we want to mulligan this, but it's awkward for sure. Yeah. Very cool game. Very interesting. Yeah, alright. Play an Imago, I guess. Beetle. Well, guess we'll discard Weft Walking. It's pretty far away from casting it. We also have Cerebral Download, which does a similar job. Alright. Do we want to fish for a land here? It's funny because if we hit the land, we're going to wish we had not attacked first because we get an extra 2 points of damage. But if we attack, we for sure get 2 points of damage in. So I guess we attack. And we'll pitch this. Okay. So we missed out on 1 damage. I think it's important to hit the land there. What the heck is this? Return target creature from your graveyard to the battlefield as a skeleton. Has no abilities. Alright, that's pretty cool. I kind of want to steal that. Or we just play Mechan and just leave it as a 3/4 blocks everything they've got. It's an artifact for the download. That's the most reasonable course of action, even though it's not very exciting. I'll have to decline. Landseeker. Okay, we're holding it down. We're holding it down. So we'll take 4 from the Landseeker this turn. We're pretty far ahead on life, so... I mean, we could steal the Landseeker, but I think we want to cast Download this turn. We still have a little bit of runway. Could take a little bit of damage and then hopefully sort of pull ahead from there. Hitting our land drops has been super lucky. So they're going to get in for 4. We're going to take it. Excuse me. And they're going to play Nutrient Block. Fun. They're going to sacrifice their lander. That's weird. Why are they holding up 4 mana? They have Gravkill. They probably use it now then. Yep. Do we want to draw another land? Kind of. So we want to go like operative plus steal your thing. Don't want to draw 3 lands though. Easy does it. Yikes. And so this brings it back with no abilities. So Virus Beetle coming back is not scary. So I was thinking about stealing the Landseeker here. 3 lands, man. So jump at the Beetle. And they can bring it back, but they have to tap this. So that opens up an attack for us, potentially. They've got a lot of, like... Get 2 cards in hand plus the block. They got a lot of stuff to do. Yeah, there's a good one. It's going to make it tough. Man. Okay. There's an argument to hold. Actually, probably should have held that. Probably should have held that because we could double spell and get another counter on this. So then they're going to get a counter on this. We're not out of it, but man, like if they've got like if 2 out of 3 of these cards are action, we're like in big trouble. I need to draw a hitter now. Yep. Left walking. What could have been? Come on. Okay. Only 7 lands left out of 22. Think we're cooked though here. It's like if we draw exactly Specimen Freighter, I think we've got a chance, but there's so many. They've got so many game pieces now. Now we're just going to keep drawing lands. So, well, I mean, yeah, I don't see. I mean, obviously, if we knew we were going to literally draw land like every single turn of the game, we would have kept Weft Walking, but, you know, we didn't know that. Our opener was awkward. Needed to hit our land drops in order to do anything. So, bit of an awkward opening hand for sure. I think it was correct to put Weft Walking back, but, or discard or whatever we did, but, yeah, we discarded it to, we discarded it to Virus Beetle. We didn't mulligan, but you know what I'm trying to say. So if this hits us, we get, oh, they already did that. They gave us a 1/1 counter on our tap thing. Nice. Very good. Well, we could double block the Saboteur and they get to kill Selfcraft Mech, and then we take 8. Seems like our best block. Got one more turn here. Yep. All right. Well, sometimes you just draw every land in your deck and nothing else, despite your best efforts. It's all right. Okay. Opponent goes first. Another awkward one. Yeah, I mean, we got to keep it. We put 2 drops in our deck, so hopefully we'll draw them. Hey, there's one. That makes our hand so much more palatable. Okay, it's a good start for them. Starfield Shepherd finding a 1-drop. Very good. Operative for us. Hull cover for them. 1/1 counter. They don't have a land. They must have a land. Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay, great. So we get to play Wayfarer, and then we'll get to sacrifice the lander to our Scout Lander, which is pretty sick. Excuse me. I mean, they just take the damage. Do we like that? And then we take 2. Mind it. I mean, if they have a way to pump that thing, then we can't block it. And if they did, then we would block it with Wayfarer anyways. So, yeah. No attacks anyway. All right, well, that's kind of a free couple damage there for us. Okay, so 4 mana. We can steal Monoist. We can just cast Scout Lander. We could play Nanoform Sentinel and tap a land. No, but we don't get to tap right away. Yeah, so I think Scout Lander it is. Let's pitch our lander. I think I want 2 islands given our color distribution here. Okay, so they didn't have a way to pump this last turn. We're not attacking with Operative, but we might block with it. So I will station this, I think, with just the Wayfarer. Then we're only 4 away from doing it next turn. I think that's okay. Okay, so take 2 in the sky. They're very reticent to attack with this hull coverage, which is interesting to me. Faithful. We're going to kill our own Monoist, get a 2/2, draw 2 cards. That's pretty nice. Land. No follow-up play, though. Okay, nice. Imago is here. So we just got Specimen Freighter just bouncing two of their things is pretty cool, too. And hit for 3 in the sky. Or it's Sentinel. Because like next turn if you draw a land, then Imago kind of just goes crazy. I think it's Specimen Freighter here for my money. Okay, we're ahead. Can we stay ahead? Can we stay ahead? Okay. Warping in the Vestige, playing Hull Carver. So I guess they've got, I mean, they could put a huge thing into play from this. So let's see what that's going to be. Put a permanent into play with mana value 6 or less. Like, it's anything they want. Nice. No land for us. So that's annoying. We don't even really want to tractor beam this. We just want to get this thing online. We could tractor beam. I mean, we could tractor beam the token. They can re-equip. That's a pretty big tempo swing. Let's see. Can we get this thing online? 3, 6, 9. Or we just play Gene Morph Imago. Okay, let's see. If I put this into play, if I put Imago into play, that's an extra 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 gets this online, and then we have this back. It's kind of the same both ways. I think it's better to do this and then take this. Operative getting in, I don't think does anything for us. So now they're like they can re-equip their thing, but they've got to spend 3 mana to do that. And then we have another tractor beam. And if we had if we draw a land, we might even get there off of the Gene Morph. Exile. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right. That's pretty cool. Okay, we still have a 3/4 flyer though. Okay. That card doesn't matter. So we got 6 in the sky. We just need why is this still tapped? Oh, because it's tractor beamed. My bad. But we can untap it though. 3, 4, 5. Okay, I guess we just do this. And play land. Make this a 6/6. Draw some cards. Put some lands away. And then let's station this with Nanoform Sentinel, untap our flyer. Just barely. 1 damage short here. Is this a May? No, it's not. So if anything dies during their turn, they're gonna die. I think we're in pretty good shape here. Circuit feeder. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they see this or not, but or they have a way to gain life. I'm not sure. Nope. Okay, that's cool. Respect. Okay, cool. That was a cool game. GG's. Alrighty, we are back. We go first. Tough to keep a hand with no green here, so we're gonna have to put that one back. Oof. Another rough one here. Well, this is another situation where hope we can just draw some of the cheap cards we put in our deck. I'm gonna put Weft Walking back. Rip. We would be putting back Kill Ship anyway. Just the most expensive card. So if we can get use out of this Seed Ship impact early, that'll be good for us. Looks like we will get two, and we're going to get a lander out of the deal as well. So that's, fortunate that at least this lets us keep pace in the early game. Ooh. So, funny enough, I think we're supposed to hold this Imago so that we can cast Titan next turn. A little bit interesting. I think it's correct to hold it. We have no guarantees of drawing a 2-drop. We can spend our mana on the lander. We lose a landfall trigger by doing it this way. But getting the Titan down, I think, is pretty important for tempo here. So we lose, a point of damage. Now, of course, the question becomes: do we play our lands out, or do we try to get the triggers where we can? And I think the answer is we just play our lands, because once we hit 6, it obviously goes off pretty nicely. But yeah, I mean, we certainly gave up at least 3 damage by doing it this way, but get the Titan into play. I think it was worth it. I'll let you guys decide if you feel that way. Okay, so they could have like +2/+0 dies comes back. I think that's a trick in this set. They could have single red deal 2. So there's a lot of stuff that could get us here. So we're just going to take 2 damage. No big deal. We're at 20. And we get to hit them back. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Mana base. Okay. Pollinator. So, I mean, the annoying thing is they just get to chump our 6/6 flyer, but I mean, we could remove it with lots in space, and they draw it again. How good is that? I mean, they have no targets. We hit them for 10. It's kind of massive. We get to surveil and hopefully hit some action on our end. This is how aggressive we want to be. Assuming they chump. I'm not sure that they do that for sure. It's a tough spot. I'm not certain what to do here. They get to play it they play it again next turn. They're at 10. Probably the problem we're up against is we need to hit another land drop to actually threaten lethal here. I think I'm gonna go for it, but this could be incorrect. Assuming they put this on top, they might put it on the bottom, which is also fine, I guess. Kind of better in some ways. I could see them bottoming it. It doesn't really do anything. I mean, it blocks next turn. It's not nothing, but that's their whole turn. Okay, they did put it on the bottom. Okay, well, we'll keep the land then. It feels bad to keep a land on top, but I mean, it you know, gives us 6 more damage, so let's get in. They've got removal for this thing. I guess I didn't consider that. If they got removal for it, then okay, it looks like they don't. All right, so if we attack with Gigastorm Titan as a 4/4, it's a pretty easy double block for them. They have to do it. If we make Pollinator a 6/6, then it gets a little more interesting, because if they double block Titan, they take 7 down to 3. If they chump Pollinator with their 2/2, they take 5 down to 5, which puts them in kill range from the Imago plus just the Imago by itself. They got 4 cards in hand. If we just deal them 6, I think that's worse. So I think I'm going to make the Pollinator 6/6 and jam with everything. They're going to go for the double. So we take care of their board a little bit. But yeah, I mean, we're out of gas here. So they didn't have removal last turn. Maybe they won't have it this turn, but kind of awkward. Looks like they don't. They're just gonna... Yeah, so I mean, if we draw... Obviously we draw a land, that's great. If we draw a creature, that's also good. So I think we're in a good spot here. Oh, they do have it. Yeah, alright. So, I mean, I'm glad we put them to 3. But of course... now we're, kind of in trouble. Okay, well, I feel like they just take this hit. So we need to find... Yeah, I mean, we just can't really afford to draw land for the rest of the game. So we're in a bit of a spot here. I don't know if we still had the Titan. I mean, they would have 2 pangolins and one of them would be a 4/4. So I don't think that's good either for us. Okay, so we get to take one of their things if we want. That still doesn't help us push for lethal. They've got command bridges. They've got 2 creatures. I'm assuming their hand is lands because they haven't done anything else. So if we take the pangolin, swing with both, they go to 1. Or we just sit back. These cards are so terrible that I think... it's correct to just try to push for the win here. That's pretty good. They don't get to crew it, though. We draw land on our end. Everybody's flooding. Okay, so Meccan... Funny enough, Meccan sacrificed itself, put a counter on the pollen. Oh no, we just sack up Pangolin because it's not. It's an artifact. Duh! Come on now. Decline that. Gonna sacrifice the Pangolin. Put a counter on the Gene. and jams. They have to block. This is a pretty weird game. Very low resource game here. We got pretty lucky that they just flooded. And we also kind of flooded. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of funny, actually. Oh, I want to look at the battlefield if I can. So we drew... Well, they exiled our graveyard, but 3, 4, 5... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Similar amount of... I guess, yeah, we draw a few more non-lands than them, but we had Lost in Space, which actually put a land on top, and Meccan. So, yeah, definitely got a little bit lucky there for sure. But we were able to leverage the little bit of advantage we did have because we were able to attack and force them to make some blocks and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know. This format's tough. It's really tough to know, like, a lot of the stuff in this format feels like variants, but then it's also got this, like, under the surface feel of, like, well, there's a deck building thing going on or something. I don't know. It's a very interesting format. I have not, by no means have I cracked it at all. Okay, so we get, I guess they might have the deal too. So we'll go right to the end step here. Make sure they don't have that available. Oh, that's a lucky draw. Of course, it just dies to the same card, but yeah, I mean, we still play it. Curving out, baby. Okay, they got a reach guy. That's it. All right. Well then. Make this a 3/3. Attack with both. Coolness. Play Nanoform Sentinel. So next turn, we have to sack an artifact to this thing, so we can't sack Galeblade. What does this do? They get 2 landfall triggers, they get to draw a card. Okay. Ooh, Seed Chip Impact. It's interesting. I kind of want to steal the Tanuk. I think we're going to have some landfall triggers. Meccan just doesn't do anything for us here. I mean, we could also steal their Edge Rover and sacrifice to Meccan. That seems kind of bad, though. I'm going to do this again. Yeah, I think I just want to take Tanuk. And then, do we want to trade for that Edge Rover to get a lander? Probably not. That probably helps them a bit more than it helps us. If we could untap Tanuk, trade, get a lander, and then like maybe get the trigger off this next turn or sacrifice it to Selfcraft. Like there's stuff we can do, but we could also get this lander off of this Seed Chip Impact, which might be what happens here. Okay, Imago's dead. That took a while, though. We got some good use out of that. And we need to draw cards. Seed Ship Impact. Again, we could kill Edge Rover and get a second lander token. Which is kind of fun. We're going to get to draw a card. No, we won't get to draw a card because we didn't play land. I'm getting for 1. They get a lander. I think I'm ultimately okay with that. Because now we're just thinking about, like, can we get to Weft Walking mana? Sure. Take 4. Okay. Okay, so we drew a land. So we could left walk here. We could lander, draw a card. We could self-craft Mechan to draw a card. Would trade my Nanoform for their 3/3, I think. Could also just play Mechan as a 3/4. I guess it's all kind of... It's all the same, isn't it? I think I'd rather get the actual land out of the deck and draw the card. So we're going to do that. Play Mechan. Decline. Swing with both. Untap Tanic. Probably trade here. Yeah. Go to 8. Okay. Pretty good spot for us. Okay. Get another lander. But they're kind of out of gas here. So we don't even really need to left walk. It's always next turn. And we're going to get to draw off of this Scout Lander. It's pretty sick. Yep. And they've seen enough. Wow. Yeah, so Tractor Beam taking Tanic was pretty sick there. Yeah. So again, combination of like on-curve plays. Obviously, Gene Morphomago is really strong, but yeah, the combination of on-curve plays plus like an amount of card advantage. We've been and look, we've been drawing well. Like we haven't been. We got flooded that one game. That's been it. Like we've certainly things are running well, but also it's like we're able to pressure our opponents or keep pace and outdraw them a little bit. And just stay ahead just enough that they either kind of run out of stuff to do or we sort of get them before they get us kind of thing. Seems to be the way in this format. Okay, opponent goes first. Another awkward hand, but again, I think it's a keep. Like, yeah. This is the kind of thing I was talking about, is where you've got these like middling sort of 3 and 4 mana cards, and you can just fall too far behind, but we'll see what happens. We put 2 drops in our deck, hopefully we'll draw them. But if we were playing a deck with like only 4 early plays in or something, like this hand gets so much harder to keep. And then you're mulliganing for a 2, but there aren't that many in the deck, and like you're just getting, everything is working against you. This Gale Blade, during the draft, I think I said I wasn't impressed with it, but it's felt pretty good. For what it's worth. I don't think its stats are very good, but like just having something to do early on. I know I keep saying that. Bears repeating, okay? Let's put a counter on it. See, we're doing stuff on the early turns. And this is really good. Oh boy. Okay, well. It's kind of anticlimactic here if our opponent can't hit lands, but I'll take a trophy, man. I've been going like 1-3, 2-3, so a couple of free ones in there where our opponents weren't able to play, but yeah, I don't know. I thought this deck I didn't think this was a trophy deck, I'll say that. But Curve, stats, card draw. I don't know. It's my running theory, okay? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you've made it this far, click like, click subscribe. We'd appreciate it very much. Goes a long way. And see you on the next one. Bye for now.